jealousy.
Truth or it's fantasy, yeah.
We're doing everything,
Cause there's so much to talk about. Sit still and brew it out. Bitter and sweet, ice and heat. Let's take a drink of honesty.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, family and friends. Come on in, take a seat. Don't be loud. We already late, so don't make a scene. But good morning. It is Friday. We made it, y'all. We made it another week. Don't worry about what you didn't get done. Don't worry about what went wrong. It's Friday, last day of the work week for some, for most. So just rest this weekend, get up, start all over again on Monday. Okay? We waiting on Brother Greg this morning. Running a little late. Want to get a little fired. On Friday. You ain't got no job. You ain't got nothing to do. About to get fired on your day off, Brother Greg. You still in boxes? You want to build a clubhouse? Come on, Craig.
What's up?
Hey.
Godly.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy, that hurt. Okay, what's up? What's up? What's up? How y'all doing, family? What's going on with ya? How y'all feeling? Good morning. It is Friday morning. It sure is. Lord have mercy. And I feel it. I'm exhausted. But good morning, and thank you for joining us for yet another hour of Honesty with the Rutherfords.
Yes.
I'm your boy, Brother Greg. Pastor Greg, Minister Greg, whatever it is you need me to be, I'm there at your service as the Lord wills. And
you already know it's your girl, Let's Nettie.
Hey, they ain't ready.
Never ready, but I stay ready, so I ain't got to get ready.
Ooh,
let's go.
Hey, all right. What's up? I know y'all coming in saying good morning because your mama, daddy, uncle, somebody that raised you right. Come on in here and say good morning.
Yeah.
What's up, family?
When you walk in the room, you speak to the people that's already there.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. But you're going to have to shift over a little bit. Let me over a little bit more because I look like I'm struggling to get in the camera. Okay.
Should have been on time.
There we go. All right, there we go. All right, so let's jump right on in, y'all.
Jump in.
What's steeping in our communities? What is steeping in our communities? We want to know what is going on. It's in the group chat. What's happening in our communities? So,
read that.
All righty. All right. So, Sunday, on October 29th, we have a vendor event actually going on by Treating You Sweet. And she will be one of the vendors at this event, okay? They'll have a costume contest. They'll also have a pumpkin carving contest and a pumpkin carving contest.
You said pumpkin. We ain't talking about your cousin. They're going to have a pumpkin cousin.
Pumpkin
contest.
They have a pumpkin carving contest and a lot of other activities. And yes, of course, Mama Kim will be there with her candy apples, famous candy apples. If y'all have not had her candy apples, let me tell you something. Them mugs are delicious. So she'll be there with those candy apples, and then also many other vendors will be there with some things to sell as well. So that's something that you might definitely want to check out. It's going to be fun. That is going to be October 29th.
This Sunday
from 12 to 6.
At the You Can Dance Studio.
At the You Can Dance Studio.
At 3570 Addie Road.
Yep.
And I am going to get a flyer to post in the comments so you all can know exactly what we're talking about.
All right.
Also, don't forget that we have the Reality House this weekend. This is the last weekend to go to the Reality House.
Yeah.
It is today, tomorrow, and Sunday from 7 p.m. until 10 p.m. is where they are open. However, the reality, it only takes about 20 minutes to walk through the whole thing.
Yep.
So from 7 to 10, take out 20 minutes of your time and go to the Reality House and get a reality check. Okay?
Really good.
So I will repost that flyer as well because that is on Halls Ferry. And you'll have both flyers in the comments, and hopefully you'll be able to attend both events if you don't have anything to do this weekend. But if you do, choose one to support our people, and we'll see y'all there.
Yeah, I absolutely love the reality house. That's my stuff right there. So I love it. All righty, family. Well, let's jump right on in because look, it's that time. Okay, give me that steaming hot topic. Russell Wilson rents out the Waffle House for his beautiful wife, his famous wife, Sierra Wilson's birthday. So he rents out the Waffle House and gives her a nice little birthday shindig. Period, point blank. Why? Because he loved his wife. He loved his wife so much. Y'all already know
Russell Wilson.
That's it. Wilson. Have I been saying Wilson or Williams?
It don't matter. Wilson, Johnson, Charlie Wilson, all of them the same.
Russell Wilson. You know what? Because he is absolutely amazing. From what we see with he and his wife and his public displays of affection to her, both of their respect and regard for one another and who they are to one another. I just absolutely love what they pour into one another. So I absolutely love it, man. That is the dopest. What's up, baby? How you doing, love?
We miss you too.
What's up? Hey, so look, Russell Wilson, it's not coming up. There it is. What's up? Hey, hold on, Sheena, we went right back to that, boy.
Oh, baby, we're finna wrap around and rank it off.
Because you know what, Russell Wilson, here it is. This is this man is a millionaire. Okay, both he and Sierra together do very well. But he was holding his own too, and so his love for her has been absolutely amazing. What's up, cousin? We definitely miss you, girl. We talking about Russell Wilson renting out the Waffle House for his wife Sierra. You've heard their story, you've seen some of the things that they walked through, but you also see the romance, you see the love, you see the outpouring of all of that on one another. It's a commendable relationship, clearly, but when it comes down to dates, see, that's how you do it. You understand?
Man, you know I gotta wrap around right. For all of y'all sneezing.
Golly! Do it again.
You done?
Yep.
Okay. So,
no, go ahead.
So for all of y'all who jumping on this cheesecake bandwagon and oh my God, he should have took her to the Cheesecake Factory, baby. A millionaire can sit in the Waffle House. Now, granted, he did have to rent out the entire thing, but that's just because
that's what people say when you sneeze. Sorry.
When you using up all that tissue, that's not what they say.
Yes, it is. Look. Ready? Be quiet.
Go,
shut
man.
Up.
Straight up. Y'all already know y'all cash at me for the tissue fund for Brother Greed. But I guess, you know what I'm saying, in everybody's eyes now, it's so cute because he rented out the whole Waffle House. He only had to rent it out because they was famous. Exactly. But I'm ready to tell you, I believe that if he would have took her to the Waffle House just on a regular smuggler day, she would have still been happy. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So
because there's some type of gratification and gratitude in the simplicity of a relationship, especially when you do have a lot of people around. Like that's one of our favorite things.
And it's something she likes.
It's just go and sit in some of the simplest places and be like, this is our space. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just us. And I think that's the dopest thing ever.
So I want to see how many people finna hop on the bandwagon now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Monkey see, monkey do. All I'm saying is, if you can't eat at the Cheesecake Factory, you most definitely can't eat at Waffle House. And if you can't, get yourself down, and eat at Waffle House, you ain't ready for no Russell Wilson while all of y'all trying to say Sierra prayer. Nah, I love this topic because it smacks y'all dead in the face. What you gonna do now? So, Thamondis, Mr. Cheesecake Factory guy. I'm just making up a name for him. I guess it ain't what you did, sir. It's how you did it. Maybe you should have rented out the Cheesecake Factory for her. And she would have loved you. Y'all are full of it.
Listen, I absolutely love it. And even with the Cheesecake Factory guy, like I said, man, find you somebody who will be more than happy and more than willing to go to the Cheesecake Factory.
I told you I got
Cheesecake
somebody.
Factory got some nice food. You understand me? And your standards can't be so high that you thinking I'm gonna spend all this money and you still ain't even my woman. I'm just saying, this is our first date. What kind of foolishness is that?
Thank you.
Please don't get out the car.
Thank you.
Here, I'm gonna drive down the street. You can get out of the car and you can Uber.
Oh, Sheila called an Uber back. I'm telling you that now.
Yeah, that's a big mistake.
This car runs on cheesecake. So you can't get back in.
You better get out.
You can't get back in.
Get out. You're too cheap. Listen, it's too cheap for you, baby. Get out. Get out. You should have known when I wasn't driving a Benz. Please get out. Get out.
Straight up. Like, enjoy the simple things in life.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. You know what I'm saying?
When we learn how to enjoy those simple things, we can better enjoy the more lavish things. But I love it when we go places, and you know this because I'm a big person. Like, I like memories, but I like them to be ours. I'm a really intimate person. I'm surprised that I still have pictures up of my family on Facebook because of how intimate I am. I love the intimacy of someone coming over and us being able to walk through pictures and photo books and stuff like that with them versus them just having access to all my family pictures on Facebook. I'm that type of person. And yes, it may sound old school. It may seem old school, but I feel like everybody should not have access to our privacy. Some things is just for us. If we go on a Hawaii trip, take a picture of the Hawaii sign, leave it at that. But of me, you, and all the things that we did, I want to be able to look back and engage with that. I don't want everybody looking back on our pictures because I feel like it's for those who we are closest to. So let our friends see that. Let our family members see that, the ones we want to see it. Everybody should not have access to that. So when it comes to like even some of the lavish dinners that we've had and things that we've done things and not posted nothing because my wife has followed suit at some point in life where she was like, okay.
I don't need nobody ask me for no money.
Look.
So I ain't posting nothing. You don't need to know why I'm eating it.
Look, but when it comes down to certain things, it's like, no, we don't have to post everything.
Yeah.
Now she the posting queen, okay? She likes to post.
Great.
You do, you really do. You like to post. And you do a really good job. She's been doing
great.
We
got family in all different area codes.
That's true. That's real nice. Send it to them in a message.
I don't know all they know.
Okay, let them ask for it. But that's all I'm saying. I'm a person. I just like everybody don't deserve to know what's going on in your life. So if you posting about not getting out the car with Cheesecake Factory, that means that we have an issue here. You know what I'm saying? But those simple things, I like those just as much. Waffle House, fine. But everybody don't need to know we're here right now. Can you do it? Can you post it later? But those simple things I'll be fine with. But some of those really, really nice, intimate, heavy things that cost a lot of money, it ain't for everybody to see.
But this is the thing. The little girl didn't even give it a chance to go nowhere. On the first date, he's supposed to be sitting down with you. Y'all supposed to be talking. Y'all supposed to be getting to know each other. You know what I'm saying? And let him learn what you like. You know, he might take you to the Cheesecake Factory this time, and then next time he could have took you to eat lunch in the sky. Who knows? Yeah. But you didn't even get a relationship a chance because the man took you to Cheesecake Factory.
Exactly.
When you going home and warming up noodles.
Really don't know.
Yes, and it's the little things that count. It doesn't matter how much money you have. It's the time and affection they put into the relationship.
Come on now. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. What you say?
They pretty much have everything. They love each other's company. Yes.
Exactly. And that's what, like, you don't have to overcompensate because you don't have everything. It's us people who are striving to get to where they are, who actually have to overcompensate and say, okay, you know what? I do have to do this, or I do have to put more money here, or I need this to feel secure, or to feel like I'm actually doing something. Yeah, that's fine. You can get all the clout in the world, but at the end of the day, what's really going to sustain? Because I'm telling you right now, me and her will go on to the nice old Waffle House or to IHOP and chill. Do you hear me?
Yeah, the best date I ever had.
For real.
Extra serve me, please. Do you hear me?
Straight up, and we'll have a good old time. We do, because we love just sitting in each other's presence. How many times have we just gone to the riverfront and just said we just sitting?
Yeah.
How many times have we just gone to to the park or wherever, we just like, hey, we just sitting? Or we have literally done it because we know we only have a couple of hours, or we might have an hour or something like that, where we're like, okay, we're just driving. We're gonna drive for an hour in the car and just spend time together just talking, because driving kind of clears our head. So with that, like, yeah,
having concerts in the car,
learn to love and enjoy each other. I guarantee you, Waffle House, Cheesecake Factory, Ruth Chris, or 801 Chop House, whatever it is, you're gonna love whatever you do.
I done pulled this up because y'all know I got to do it for all the bougie women out there. Baby, please take me to the cheese. And all right, y'all ready?
Mm-hmm.
So here's a list of places women absolutely refuse to go on first dates. Okay, this was posted on Instagram, after the situation. The number one spot is the Cheesecake Factory. Clearly, broke that little boy's heart. Applebee's. I'm trying to figure out when y'all get so up in there that y'all can't do Applebee's, baby, because that 2 for $20 fed me a plenty of that. Okay. Chili's has some fire food. The fire, what's them? The chicken strips, the honey hot strips. What's wrong with y'all? Chipotle? Do you know what I do for a burrito? Woo! Olive Garden. Love Olive Garden. Put all the Parmesan cheese you can on there. Not Parmesan. Put all the Parmesan cheese you can put on my stuff. The movies. I love going to the movies. I'm a movie fanatic. But in this case, I can see why it wouldn't be a first date, ideal first date, because on the first date, you're supposed to be talking and getting to know each other. How you going to do that in a movie? Mm-hmm. Okay. Whatever.
Yeah, if it's a movie on the first date, they trying to get you in that very back row in the darkest corner.
I've been there.
Trying to see. Where?
It wasn't our first date. At the Mills.
Are you freaking kidding me right now? What did you do?
They closed now.
What? You don't say stuff like that, man. Next.
Y'all know how we roll. Your house. I can understand your house. Any fast food chain.
Okay, I can get that. Fast food, because that's like it's supposed to be quick, to the point, gone. So I can get no fast food. I can get that.
Okay. Buffalo Wild Wings. Lies you tell. Sure. All flat meat.
Okay.
Extra wet.
Okay.
Wingstop. Y'all already know. 10-piece. All flats. Half lemon pepper, half mild. No seasoning on the fries. Okay. If you get Cajun corn, no seasoning on the corn. Extra ranch cup for my dipping pleasures.
Is that Wingstop?
That's Wingstop. That's my order.
But who wants to go and sit in Wingstop? I can, like I said, the fast food stuff.
We done sat in Wingstop before.
Yeah, because we were sitting for a minute to go. But I'm just saying, like, I can get like the fast food stuff. I can get that. But the like pasta house, like hold on, right here. We got this right here. Look at this. There we go.
I remember 23 years ago, Pete took me to Pasta House. I went to 4 pastas, didn't like neither one, but I enjoyed walking and just talking to him. I don't always want to eat, but thank you.
But I see that. Listen, when it comes down to it's just about being together, and that's the thing. Like, you might not even want nothing on the menu, but it's just about being together, and that's why I say I can get with the fast food stuff. I can totally get that, and things that are normally quicker orders, but stuff where you can sit at, like Applebee's, man, that's a perfect first date for me, because I like to just sit, talk. I want to see how you scope the room and how you gonna laugh at stuff. You know what I'm saying? I want to see all of that. That's a big deal to me. So yeah,
Red Lobster made the list. Wow. No, Red Lobster didn't. Beyonce taking her man to Red Lobster.
Red Lobster made the list. What's up,
y'all
sis?
Too bougie for me. A buffet, oh baby. I guess I'm just. Forgive you can stop calling me bougie.
Exactly, Tiara, because how will we know what you want next?
Exactly.
How will I know which way to go? How will I know which way to you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand that. So and I want to be able to see you out with people, seeing how you interact. I ain't trying to set up no private chef dinner on our first date unless
Stop that.
I'm just saying.
But that's the truth. Because then if he would have
they must spread.
If she would
if I spend that bread,
the private date dinner, and then he would have asked her for that.
Yeah.
Then she would have been offended.
She would have been offended. What you think? I'm some kind of no? I'm just being honest. For real. You ain't opening up and you want me to spend all this money on a first date. I don't know where this is even going. I don't even know if you would actually like this. What if I got shrimp if you're allergic to seafood? What if you know what I'm saying? What if I took you to a high-end restaurant that sold you nothing that you could actually eat because you have allergies or anything like that? Why can't we go somewhere simple so that I can learn of you? Because if I don't really know you, then what the heck?
So a buffet, which y'all already know our first date was at Hometown Buffet.
Hello?
Mm-hmm. I don't see how IHOP made this list.
I love sitting at IHOP.
Denny's.
I love sitting at Denny's, even quieter because everybody old.
The gym. I could see that.
No, I'm not going to no gym on my first date.
Church.
You ain't gonna see me in my weakness.
I could see that. Starbucks. No, I actually think Starbucks.
I'll go to church on my first.
No,
I won't.
I actually think Starbucks is a great date.
That's real.
You sitting down, you talking.
Come on now. What she say?
Ponderosa.
Ponderosa.
The wings ain't wings.
Please give me them wings back.
If they ain't from Ponderosa.
Hello, somebody.
But, Starbucks, I feel like that's a good day. It's like coffee dates as well. I feel like that's a good day. Ice cream dates. You're trying to get to know a person.
Yeah, I like ice cream dates. That's
something we can sit down. We can still have a little fun. We can make some Sundays, something like that. Like, I don't know what family functions. Most definitely a no.
No.
Movie night. Most definitely a no. Mm-hmm. Somewhere that requires a long drive. It depends. What y'all talking about in the park?
That's what I'm saying. I think that kind of gives the room because you remember Deliver Us from Evil when they was in the car, when they was in the truck on the way to the restaurant. Mm-hmm. It was good conversation. They laughed. They broke. He kind of broke the ice with her and everything. And of course, she flipped out on him later on, but we realized there was a mental issue there. So yeah, you know what I'm saying. But I mean, it allows for good conversation. You never know. Breaks it all the way up.
Bowling.
Mm-hmm.
I guess because you're not really sitting down, you got to keep getting up and interacting or doing something like that.
Lazy people, get over yourself. I like bowling. I would love bowling as a first date.
Nightclubs. That is really some of y'all first dates.
For real.
A hookah bar. A bar for just drink.
Can't breathe.
Waffle House made the list, and Russell Wilson just took it off.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
And sports events.
Yeah, I can't see a sports event.
But I think that the first date, Miss Cheesecake, you should have took that date. But the first date, just talking, getting to know each other, and then later on down the line, go ahead and get wine and dine. Yeah. But even in your wine and dining, baby, don't get too comfortable because sometimes the simple things is what keeps the relationship flourishing. Okay. He might not be able to rent the Waffle House out for you.
Yeah.
But if he can take you to Waffle House and get you an extra waffle with your all-star platter.
Yeah.
Be grateful.
Be grateful. Be grateful. Yeah.
Don't say Sierra prayer if you don't want Sierra man and if you don't want to eat Waffle House because she like Waffle House.
Okay. Thank you. Straight up. Forget about
y'all all that. Grinds my curves. Oh, monkey see, monkey do.
Yeah, you better be saying your own prayer. You better be doing your own thing, man. You better find out what it is that you love. And you know what? I think our values are not concrete in what we really desire. It's all about the trend. It's all about the social media. It's all about what they desire. If you're not securing what you want, first dates really don't matter because you won't even know how to open yourself up to a person. Mm-hmm. So they won't be getting to know you anyway. They're only going to get to know the clout chaser.
Yeah.
They won't get to know you anyways because they're only going to get to know the person that wants this certain reputation or this status. And me personally, I'm being honest, I was always one of those people. If I can't get to know you, I don't want you.
Yeah.
I just don't. There's been plenty of times where people, and this is just being honest, okay? I promise you, I'm not trying to like stir nothing up, but there's been plenty of times where girls or older women would try and pursue, and all they're looking for is, hey, let me see what you're working with. Let me see what's in your pants, or let me see what's in your hand. Let's see how much money you have. And I've gone on plenty of dates where I would find that they weren't even willing to open themselves up. They wasn't really willing to walk through things. So my best friend was actually the best route to go for real, because I knew her, we knew each other, and we were open to each other at all times. Nobody else really gained that interest because y'all looking for what y'all can get. I don't care nothing about
it. Can't give nothing. What's she gonna say? What can she bring to the table? Not just your body, but what do you bring?
Exactly.
You want to go on a lavish day? You should have took the Cheesecake Factory, okay? And then the next date, Miss High Class Hillary.
But you want to teach him?
You could have took him on a high end date.
I was just gonna say, but if you want to teach him a real good lesson, you know, if you was really a boss about it, you would have went to that Cheesecake Factory. And you would have said, "Baby, I'm gonna pay the bill for this one. Oh, it's the Cheesecake Factory. I can take care of this one." You see, he gonna be like, "Oh, okay, all right. I got you the next one. I got it the next round." But you know what I'm saying? Like, go somewhere with all of that, man. But we don't even. A lot of people don't even know themselves. They're so busy chasing after everything else. If a restaurant is what cuts you off from a person, then you just probably cut yourself off from one of the greatest things that could have ever happened to you.
Yeah.
You know?
Straight up.
Yeah.
I'm telling you now, you can take me in the hood, give me some hot and ready food.
Yeah, straight up. Money, come on now.
You better today call.
They chasing an image. That's it. That's all they want. That's all they want. But yeah. So that's that.
You tired of it?
I don't know.
Kudos to you once again,
Russell, Sierra.
You doing your
hats
thing,
off to y'all. Y'all already know what it is. We absolutely love. We love what it, man. They the dopest. They the dopest in the world. So, all right, let's get it. Where we at?
Stirring it up.
Stir it up. Let's stir it up. What we got? If money wasn't an option, what would you be doing right now? So if money wasn't an option, okay? If money was not the factor, what would you be doing right now?
Still sleep, because I just tired.
Still sleep.
Still sleep.
Whatever that look like. Still sleep. You got a little tongue.
You better go. Because what you say on here this morning.
Come on, man. Stop that. Don't do that, baby. Come on.
Still sleep.
Still sleep. She said, still sleep. So you'll be still sleep. What would you be doing right now? And I mean, like in your life, in this season, in this position in life, if money was not an option, would you be doing the same thing that you're doing right now? That's a question.
Yes and no.
Okay. Can you elaborate? It's honesty now. Don't be faking. Don't be cutting no short.
Ain't nobody gonna play. Because
so taking care of my kids.
For real.
I know that's right.
Traveling is one. I love to travel.
Okay.
With the food side, I would probably have a restaurant. I wouldn't be there every day. I wouldn't be there every day, but I would have a restaurant.
Okay. Most said I would be traveling and homeschooling kids. Yeah. I'm just going in between. Go ahead.
But mostly traveling and enjoying and relaxing and picking and choosing when I want to work versus working all the time.
Okay. All right. Let me see. Mama Kim, what'd she say? I would be still baking and decorating cakes.
Yep.
She said I'll
still be eating them.
And
he'll be buying them by the droves.
Mama, I didn't get nothing. My birthday just passed.
Don't you start that. You do that every time,
Mama,
Greg.
I didn't get no cake, no nothing. I didn't get nothing for my birthday, Mama. And
that's because your cousin messed it up with the Cheesecake Factory situation. She thought you was just done with cake.
And I sent you those sweet potato cheesecake bars. Mama,
I would invest in an RV to travel in.
What you want me to do?
I think that's very exciting to get
an
RV and to travel across the country.
I love that. I absolutely love that. The type of life we have.
I know we will be doing music as well.
Yeah.
We will be doing music as well.
Okay.
I mean, we still do music now, but if money wasn't an option, just having a lot of projects complete, having a lot of those dreams and those goals that we already have that kind of takes money and a little time,
I will live overseas.
all that stuff will already be accomplished.
Yeah.
So the question is, sweet potato cheesecake boys.
Them mothers is fire.
I can't wait.
I'm Mama. You see this? Don't act like you got off. Mama Kim. Sweet potato cheesecake bars. Please. Okay. All right. I saw him. I'm like, yeah, she said I'll live. She said I'll live. She was saying I'll live overseas.
You will live
possibly.
overseas, okay.
Yeah. She told me you got that cake. No, leave me alone, Sheena. Listen, I'm putting my work in. She told me, okay. I get on Mama nerves. Okay. Listen, so check this out. Here we go. If money wasn't an option, what would you be doing right now in this season of your life? If that is ever a question and it is opposite of what you're doing right now, you have already limited yourself. And this is why I'll tell you this. This is a thing. We would say circumstances limit us. We will say money limit us. We will say situations limit us. We would say connections have limited us. We would say responsibility have limited us. We would say we might have limited resources or opportunity. We don't even recognize how much we have limited ourselves because we don't plan for what moneyless issues would look like. If we had issues that had nothing to do with money and we had all the money in the world, what would you be doing right now? And I know it seemed like it's an easy question. Well, I lay down. Well, you wouldn't lay down for a whole season. What are you doing? What endeavors are you doing right now? And I love what Mama Kim said. She said, I would still be baking and decorating cakes if I had all the money in the world. Why? Because it's something that I love to do. It's something that I absolutely am passionate about. And when you have decided that it's something that you love, you do it even when you don't have the money because it's a passion of yours. The thing is, if you're not doing it and you don't have the money, right, because you don't have the money, then maybe it's not a passion. Maybe it's only an admiration of yours.
That's good.
Maybe it's only something that you aspire to do instead of something that you are really, really passionate about doing. And listen, you can say, well, no, that's not true because I ain't got no foundation. And I would love to have a foundation where we find cures for cancer and we do this. Yeah, but what kind of field are you in right now? If you're in the nursing field, you might be helping cancer patients. You're still on the track to what you would be doing with no. Do you feel what I'm saying? You're taking care of those who are in need, who have cancer, whatever that looks like. If it's something that you want, you're going to find a way to do it without funds because it's something you have a passion for. It's something that you desire. You don't see, our desires are not limited by what we don't have. You want to know how I know, especially in this generation, we got somewhat of a problem. You watch this. Watch this. You ready? Hold on. What she say? Go ahead.
I will be building my dream home while overseeing my Tiara's Hall while watching my husband continue his investment.
Can I be honest with you? Tiara, you was doing that when you were here. Because the house that you had over there, y'all were ever changing, ever evolving that house. Okay. Every time we came over, it was something new that y'all was doing. I'm like, girl, where y'all get this from? You were building. You were always supporting your husband in everything that he did, from work to investment, whatever he was doing, you always supported him and you were always working Tiara's halls. I mean, well, you were doing the party decorating. It was something that you were already doing. Do y'all get where I'm going with this? We don't limit ourselves because of a lack of funds. If it's what you desire, you operate in it right now. But if you're not operating in it right now, you have to question, is this really a desire of yours? Is this really something that you want to do? Or is this something that you want to display? Is this something that you want to do? Or is this something that you want to display? Somebody know how to type fast enough. Go ahead and put that in there. Is this something that you want to do, or is this something that you want to display? Let's look at the difference. If it's something that you want to do, you'll be operating in it. It's something that you know is not just something that's going to benefit you, but it's something that fulfills the purpose on your life and the call on your life. But if it's something that you want to display, you want people to see you doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Not for the benefit of business or putting it out there. You want people to see you doing it so that they can be like, oh, look what they doing. Oh, so that they can want a piece of what you're doing, or they can be jealous of what you're putting it out there because you are a cloud chaser, or this is what you want. You want people to you want to attract people to what you're doing. And if that's something that you do, then maybe that's the passion of yours and not the actual do of it all. What'd you say?
Is it something you want to do, or is it something you want to display?
Okay, thank you. I'm sorry. The very thing. This is important. This is important.
So what you're saying, because I think I kind of covered everything that we do already: traveling, the cooking, the music, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
We will be doing the same things that we love to do, but in a different capacity,
at a whole nother level. But if you're not even doing right now what you said you will be doing with all the money in the world,
money ain't gonna make a difference.
Getting money won't make much of a difference. All you'll be doing it won't fulfill you, because if you can't do it here with one talent, y'all here with me? Everybody here?
Okay.
If you can't do it here with one talent, you buried your talent.
Mm-hmm.
So that means that it lost its value because it's in the ground. Seeds are to be buried, not talents. Seeds are to be buried, not money. Seeds are to be buried, not treasures. You understand? So there's a difference in how you operate in what it is that you love to do. If you love to do it, if you want to do it, if you're passionate about it, do it now and don't wait for the funds. You do it now, and then when the funds come, you know how to do it at the best level, and you have perfected it in such a way that you're able to give the excellent service versus allowing the money to rule how you serve the people. Because if you need the money to do it, then guess what's going to happen? When you give the service, you're going to require people to have money in order for you to do it for them. And so that means if they're not paying top dollar, then you won't have it. You won't be able to give them the service. You won't even know how to adjust the service to make it affordable for people who cannot pay top dollar. What do I mean by that? Am I saying treat yourself? No, I'm not. By all means, go ahead and treat yourself, and you tell people how to treat you. But what I will say is, if you've not created a package that is affordable for people, then maybe you should think about whether this is a passion or not, or if this is just a money chasing thing or not. People gonna pay for what they want to pay for. This is the truth. You know what I'm saying? But also, you're going to do what you love to do, whether people pay for it or not. If you love it. If you absolutely love it. If this is really a passion of yours.
That's good.
If money was not an option, what would you be doing in your life right now? Would you still be a nurse? Or would you quit your job and travel the world? You need to be setting yourself up to quit your job and travel the world. Well, Brother Greg, that's too far-fetched. I'm telling you, go do it so you'll know if that's really what you want to do when money's not an option. I'm just being real, because traveling looks real good right now. But if you find out that money was the issue between you and traveling, and then you realize that you never really wanted to travel, but you wanted to be with your husband more. Right? You'll find yourself on all these trips and unfulfilled because you miss him. What is the root of why you want to do what you want to do? If money is interrupting all of that, then you just created your own excuse. Because you being broke ain't the issue. You being passionless is the issue. You having absolutely no compassion for the people you serve, that's the issue. You having no desire to fulfill purpose, that's the issue. You having no vision for your life, that's the issue. You literally just trucking on for no reason at all, that's your issue. You're doing everything and absolutely achieving nothing. Oh my Lord.
Talk about it, Brother Greg.
You're doing everything and achieving nothing. That's where the issue is. We can't keep doing and keep running life like that because the enemy is so cunning. He will have you working with no plan, no goal, and nothing in mind, no plan for your life, only to get you to a place in a position where 30 years down the line, you look up and you say, I was supposed to be here, and I'm only here because I've been working. And you despise the work you do because you have not been able to operate in anything that you know you're called to do or anything that actually fulfills your purpose. Notice I don't use the words where you're being fulfilled. You want to know why? Because you being fulfilled may look like full of yourself versus fulfilling what you're supposed to be fulfilling. That actually looks like you considering those you serve, considering those in connection with you, and considering first and foremost your God that you serve. Our job is to fulfill purpose. Listen, everything that Jesus did, it said he fulfilled. I had some things that I was struggling with later. I did. Because I love the full Bible. I do. I really do. I love the full Bible. And I really have a problem when people address the Bible in two different parts. When we address it as New Testament, Old Testament, whatever. I listen, it's the Bible. It's the Word of God. Okay. All the books ain't even in there. Okay. You got 66 of them, but there are many more that need to be read so that you can know the fullness of the story. But this is what I will say. Jesus came, and in everything that he did, it said he did this to fulfill this word. He did this because it was spoken by the prophet Elijah. He did this as it was spoken by the prophet Ezekiel. He did this as it was spoken by the prophet this. He did this, it was spoken in Isaiah. He did this to fulfill this word. He did this and he fulfilled this. He did this and he fulfilled that. And he told us himself, he said, I did not come to destroy nor do away with any of the laws or the prophets, but I have come to what? Fulfill them.
I said fulfill.
I know, I'm saying, look, watch this revelation. If he came to fulfill and his whole life was built on fulfilling, everything he did fulfilled. So at 30 something, somebody say they cut his life short. The Son of God. How could they cut his life short? No. Let me help you out. His life was fulfilled. And by the time they tried to take his life away, he had fulfilled so much that he was righteous enough to raise again, to be raised again, to walk in the fullness of what his call was, which is not to just live this life in the flesh, but that all might have eternal life. So we know what it looks like to never die again. He fulfilled. Are you fulfilling? Or are you trying to fulfill yourself?
That's good.
Because we know that in the last days, men will be pleasers of themselves.
And that's exactly what they're doing.
Okay. Lovers of themselves. Backbiters. Right. I mean, we could go through the whole list, right? All of that is about you pleasing you and fulfilling you. Forget about fulfilling you. What is it that you're supposed to be doing? What is it that you are supposed to be doing? And I speak this from the core of the spirit. Why? Because we have so many people lacking in what they're supposed to be fulfilling because they are looking to be fulfilled. When did you become God? When did you become the one that everybody else needs to please and line up for? Why is it that everybody else is ruling your next move, You haven't moved in this because this person did it first. You haven't moved in this because this person made you feel away. You haven't moved in this because of this, because of that. This is the chronicles of a person looking to be fulfilled instead of looking to fulfill. But if you're already doing that work, you know that you're fulfilling it. So to whom much is given, much is required, which means that to whom little is given, much has to be proven. So if you know that God is already giving you this little and you've done nothing with it, now we see why you can't have much, because you don't even know how to live out much is required. What is required of you? You will know, because you should be doing it right now. Not at this grand level that you see, that if you have stopped at the grand vision and you despise the small beginnings, then you have limited the vision of God and the purpose of God on your life. You've limited the call on your life. You've limited God's hand in your life. We always say it, make it easy for him to bless you. He's been trying to set you up for blessings for years, and you still won't operate in what he's telling you to do right now, because you're taking the one talent and you're burying it. What did he say to that man? He said, you wicked and lazy servant. Wait. What did he say to the ones with the 5 and the 2 that doubled theirs? They doubled it. And he gave them more. He said, to the one who already has, more will be given. But to the one who has nothing, even what he has will be taken away from him. He took the 1 talent and he gave it to the one with the 10. But he gave them a reward. He said, my good and faithful servant. Well done, my good and faithful servant. Enter into my rest. Watch this. Well done, my good and faithful servant. Because they've taken what he gave them and they made more out of it. Because they saw the value of working it even when it was just what they could handle. You here with me?
I'm here.
You here? Hold on. They learned how to work what they only could handle and made it more. So their capacity of handling things, it grew because they were able to build it instead of expecting the most without any of the requirements or qualifications. To whom much is given, much is required. What have you given yourself? What time have you given yourself to grow and expand and expound and develop? What time have you given yourself to go forth in what it is that you know you are called to do? Yeah, this is me. What's happening?
The baby.
Oh, snaps.
Call somebody.
Hello! I'm going to go get him. I'm going to go get him.
Sorry, y'all. Sorry. Don't LOL. We're trying to make sure the baby don't fall, y'all.
The baby fine. That's honor.
That's honor crying? Give us a second. Hold on. See, if money wasn't an option.
No, you can shut your
I
mouth.
asked somebody.
No, she won't. Because she'll be sitting there, she'll be like, what they in there doing to my baby? But you know what I'm saying? Like, we really, really have to get parenting at its best, right? We have to get in a position and in a place where we believe in what we are called to do, so much so that we are doing it even when we don't have the funds to do it. Go ahead.
Too much is given. To whom much is given, much is required. Your gifts will make room for you, and if you are faithful over few, he will make you ruler over more. Mm-hmm. What can you handle with what you already have?
Amen.
That's good.
All right.
I think you went into the sip on this.
We'll take it as the sip on this. Do you need the screen or what?
Y'all need the screen, or do y'all need me to?
Does it make sense though?
Mm-hmm.
Does it really make sense? Because we are in a I know they've been calling us the microwave generation for so long, but I'm gonna say we are in a purposeless generation.
Ooh, Brother Greg.
Where people are looking for purpose, but not pursuing purpose. So your pursuit of happiness normally was your pursuit of purpose. Mm-hmm. Now the pursuit of happiness is the pursuit of a smile, of a feeling that changes every time something happens. Of a moment. You're pursuing things that only last for a second instead of pursuing what is actually purposeful and what is really fulfilling for your purpose. Listen.
Why do you feel like this generation is purposeless?
In their aim. I'm not saying that they
No. I'm asking because what I'm getting is it's purposeless because everything is so tangible. Mm-hmm. Back then,
you had to work for
everything. You had to work for everything.
You had to work for everything.
Now you can get a degree online. You can, you know what I'm saying? You can make check stubs online. You can have car insurance made online. Like, ooh, everything is so, check stubs. I ain't making no. I'm just playing. You know, but seriously, everything is so tangible and so in arm's reach.
Accessible, yeah.
That nothing really has to be worked for, mm-hmm. or you really don't have to look within yourself to know what it is that you are purposed to do.
Yeah.
Because you're also living in a flatback generation where anything goes. Mm-hmm. And everybody is telling you what you should be.
I love what you said, a flat back generation. Instead of doing the squats, now you can go get the surgery to get the booty plump. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole bunch of different things. I'm being real. I'm being serious. You want everything. You want everything so accessible immediately. Instead of saying, I'll go to Cheesecake Factory to get to know him. So that it wraps back around. I'm being real. No, leave it alone. But no, I'm being real.
BBLs, they getting BLT.
You know what I'm saying?
Quicksand bodies.
Woo! Look,
I ain't getting
no, for real, y'all. It's a.
Go ahead.
They are doing what they want to do and getting quick results. Mm-hmm. You're not even taking the time to get to know people anymore. You just opening yourself up to them. You get the legs open on the first date. Listen, wait until the third date. That's unheard of. The third date?
Waiting until marriage.
It's been 3 dates. What you talking about?
It's unheard of.
That's unheard of. Look, I'm waiting until marriage. I'm just going to say waiting until marriage. But people ain't even waiting until they get engaged no more. It's unheard of. Like, people not trying to wait anymore. They don't care about all of that. No, they want the instant gratification. They want instant satisfaction. Like they want everything they want for themselves right now.
Yeah.
Instead of working towards what they need to work towards in order to become, and then having something to be proud of. I'm gonna say this, and we're gonna head on out of here. I'm convicted too. I really am. I really am, and I hope this reaches a whole lot of people, because somebody needs to ask that question, ask themselves that question. But as much as we are doing everything that we already would do if we had money, we're not doing it at the levels we could be doing it at, because we've been scraping for certain things that we don't have to scrape for if we were just intentional with what we're already doing.
That's true.
And that's like I said, that's the trick of the enemy. It's to get you in a place where you are, you're scraping, you're scrapping, and you're doing all this work with no vision, with no purpose, with nothing. You're not pursuing your real purpose in everything that you do, you know? So we can't be irresponsible with what we have. You know what I'm saying? So and stop with the whole I want it now, I want it now, I want it now. I want it now. No.
It's my money and I want it now.
No.
Oh,
no, it's not. That's alone. It's a loan. I don't care what they tell you. It's a loan.
JG
It's my money and I want it now. Listen, shut up.
Yeah.
That's a loan. So but I'll say this.
Yeah.
I'll say this right here. We bought our first house when we were 26, I believe. We were like 25, 26 years old. We bought our first house. We paid cash for our house, okay? We bought it. There were many people who actually frowned on it. They were like, ugh, because it was a fixer-upper. We went in, we did the work, we fixed it up. But the truth was, after the first couple of weeks, the little bit of work that we did, I brought the inspector in. And he walked in and he looked and he was like, this isn't that. And he picked out some petty stuff, I'll be honest. And he was like, you need to get, in my opinion, he said, you need to get new carpet. I was like, okay. He said, you need to get this. I said, okay. You need to get this done, this done, this done, then call me back. So I got the things done. And I'm going to be honest, I did the bare minimum. Mm-hmm. Okay? Did the bare minimum. Called him back. He comes back in. He was like, yeah, you need to get this, that, this, that. I said, there's a whole nother list of stuff. He said, yeah, you gotta get this stuff done, right? So I said, okay. It's okay, baby.
I need a towel. It's all over the place.
Okay. It's okay. It's fine. Sorry. He said, you got to get all of this stuff done. I said, there's another list of stuff. So I worked hard on getting those things done. Roundabout into our 6th month, we had to move in with one of our relatives because we were paying rent at the other place and we were still paying off our house, right? And I'm like, okay, we got a couple more payments of the house. Let's go ahead and let's just get this together because we thought we'd be moved in right now. My goal was to move in and fix it up, not to fix it up before we move in. Yeah, this man pulled something out of me that I never even knew I had. I went in there, I took cabinets out. Listen, if you knew my family, you knew all of them, all my brothers and my dad, they do the handiwork. They told me my job wasn't to get my hands dirty. I had to pray. That's what they told me. They said, you don't get your hands dirty at all. That's from fighting to anything like that. They didn't want me doing that stuff because they was like, look, if anybody going to jail, we going. You not going to jail. You pray we get out. That was their thing. I'm serious. That was their main thing. My dad, I would go and I would try and help my dad. My dad had a construction company. I'll go and I'll pick up a hammer and put that down. You gonna wipe a window or something. What? Like everybody else got a hammer. My little brother got a hammer. Let me get a hammer. I was not a handyman at all. I went in that house. I remodeled that kitchen myself. Mm-hmm. I redid the floors myself. My uncle, we put down the carpet. We had to replace the front door. We were doing the works. I had to redo the bathroom and all of this stuff all myself. Yeah. Only to walk back through that final walkthrough. And he pointed out a couple of things and he was like, you still can do this and that. He said, but you know what? He said, I'm approving you. It's been 7 months at this point. He said, I'm approving you. I'm like, thank you, Lord. Thank you for silencing this devil. He turned to me. Watch this, because we would look at it and we say, the devil is something else. He'll keep you from this. Watch this. He looked at me and he said, take a moment right now. He said, look around your house. He said, don't you have something that you can be proud of? He said, I know I was hard on you. He said, I know you wanted to move in here as fast as you could, and you wanted to fix it up when you got in here. He said, but I wanted you to have something you can be proud of, young man, because you told me this was your first house that you bought, and everybody else looked down on you for buying it cash, didn't they? I said, yeah. He said, everybody else snared their nose up at you now, didn't they? Yeah. He said, now invite them over to your house now so they can see the transformation. You have something to be proud of. And some of the same people that sat there and snared their nose up at it, they were there every single day at that house with a meal, sitting in the house, chilling with us, kicking it. Why? Because they didn't see value in the process. Yeah. And I had to turn around and say thank you to the man that I was calling Beelzebub.
Calling Beelzebub.
the demon from hell. Do you understand me? I said, this man is straight from hell.
Straight up.
He is the enemy. He is from the devil. He was processing me from God. He required something of me so that I could be proud of what I obtained and what I had in that moment. Listen, the house, I would have moved in that house and I would have moved out 6 months later. This is what he told me. He said, you would have moved in and you would have moved out 6 months later because you would have been disappointed and you wouldn't have seen the aim. He said, now you're going to move in here and you're going to stay at least a couple of years because you're going to see value in what you built with your own hands. Ain't you proud of this? I looked around, y'all. I walked around my property and I cried. I did. I ain't tell you this, did I? I cried. She told me, I knew you cried. Shut up. I cried because I remember the days where I was like, am I ever going to get to move into this place? Do I need to just sell it? I toiled. I had a whole situation that I was just like, I give up. I can't do it no more. I quit. I remember I told my uncle, I was like, we done. I'm just going to find another place to rent. We're going to sell that house and I'm going to figure it out. Like, I'm done. I want my money back or something. Like, I can't do this no more. I'm done with it. The person who we bought it from, she even called me. She was like, Greg, do you want your money back? I'll give you your money back. Because you're going through a whole lot here. Man, after all of that was done, we were like, look at what we have. And this little two-bedroom house, we made it a shindig. Look, we used to have 50 to 100 people up in that little bitty house.
Clowns coming out of
kicking it. Do you understand? Like, seriously, over at our house, kicking it. It was the place to be. But it was something that we worked for. I'm just saying, God was in it the whole time, and I was calling it the devil. I don't know who you are. I don't know why I'm crying. But I'm going to take this, and I'm going to take it what it is. I'm sick of this. I probably, this is the emotional season for me. I'm tired of it.
Don't cry, baby.
I don't know who you are. But you've been labeling God's work as the devil's. And you've been giving the devil all the glory for what God has been trying to process out of you. While God is trying to elevate you and take you to the next level, you've been saying the devil has been trying to hold you down and hold you back. And because you have not seen it being God, you cannot see the benefits of it or in it because you're stuck on the negative aspect of it. You're saying, whatever this spirit is, it don't want me to win. Whatever this spirit is, it don't want me to grow. Whatever the spirit is trying to hold me back. The devil is a liar. The devil is rebuked. I rebuke you, devil. I rebuke you, devil. And you're no better than the Sadducees and the Pharisees who were calling Jesus Beelzebub because they didn't approve of the process that he was walking people through to get to salvation. They didn't approve of the authentic relationship that he had with the Father. They didn't approve because it went against their protocol. It went against their culture. Your life right now is going against your culture. Yeah. Your life right now is going against what you think is what's required to get best out of your situation. You've not seen it because you've not done anything towards the best parts of you and the best parts of what God has in store for you. Why? Because you've been stuck thinking that it's been the devil and it's been God the whole time. And you might be saying, God would never, God would never, God would never. The lies you tell, because he will break you so that you can see. The whole point of this was so that you can be broken, because what's in you is to be shared with everybody. And you keep that lid sealed so tight, you have not shared anything inside of you with the world. So the best way to get it out of you is to break you. He did it to Job. You think he won't do it to you? And you'll say, well, the devil inquired about Job. No, God put Job out there. Have you considered my servant Job? Because he's a wise guy. My mama always just say this. She always say this. She say, work smarter, not harder. He's such a wise guy. I know you looking to tear somebody down, but I'm looking to build someone up. But they got a whole bunch of stuff in my way. Get it all out of my way for me and watch what I do. And that's how the enemy is used. See, he'll be sitting there and he'll be getting all of this stuff out of the way. And while he's getting the stuff out of the way, God is like, perfect. You just made space for me to operate in this area. You just made space for me to build in this area. Job's restoration had nothing to do with his possessions coming back to him. His restoration had everything to do with him finally seeing who God was. Yeah. You have to see who God is in your life. You've been identifying it as the enemy. You've been identifying it as a curse. And you have not seen that God had the best things in store for you this whole time. You have rejected God's hand of correction on your life because you thought you were perfect, because you've been self-righteous for so long. You thought you deserved more than what you have, and you do no work to get it. No wonder you're stuck where you are. No wonder you have nothing. No wonder you're lacking in all these areas. God is not pleased with what's going on in your life. And I'm bold enough to say it to you. It's time for you to align yourself in a different way. It's time for you to do a different work because you want to see God at the greatest level, but you don't want to do anything with the one thing he gave you. Of course, I'm passionate about this because I'm seeing people walk away from the faith every single day. I'm seeing people turn away from God every single day, y'all. People are hurting every single day, and they're saying, God has no place in my life. God can't have a plan for me. God can't have a purpose for me. God can't have anything for me at all. I don't even want God anymore. That's what people are saying. Some people are saying there is no God. And the fool has set it up in their heart and said that there is no God. Why? Because they're looking at their situation and their process, and they didn't see that it was God's hand the whole time, trying to build them up. But he's not going to force you. He's not going to force you to become. He's not going to force you to be. You have to make the choice to go through the process. Job could have given up. Job could have said, I'll curse God and I'll walk away from all of this. I'm not saying it would have made this situation better, but he could have given up and walked away. But he held on to what he knew was true. At the very least, I know this God that I serve. At the very least, I know this God that I contend with. I know this God that I've been hearing of all these years. I know this God. I know he's real. I know he's here. Only to get to the point where he has his one-on-one conversation with God. I want to let you know that you are on the brink of the one-on-one conversation with God that you've been looking for. You've been asking, how do you hear from God? It took removing all the stuff so that you can hear him and not just know of him. It took removing all the stuff so that you can hear him and see him and not just know about him. It's time for you to see God in every area of your life and walk in what he's called you to do. But it requires you to go through the process. Yeah. Stop looking for what is instant. And if you are not doing it right now, then maybe you're not called to do it. Or maybe you've been passionateless about it. Maybe you don't have the passion for it. If you're not doing it right now, it doesn't require money. It won't require things. It just simply requires willingness to say, I'll do whatever I can right now. And God, you grow. You grow it. I'll do whatever. He said, my good and faithful servant. Did he say my good and rich servant? No. Did he say my good and wealthy servant? No. Did he say even my good and prepared servant? No. He said, well done, my good and faithful servant. What proves you to be faithful? It's the fact that you said, hey, I might not have all that I want to have, but I'll keep doing. I might not have all the things that I feel like I need to have, but I'll keep pushing. Come on, trust the process. Because if you trust the process, you trust a God. You trust the God that's processing you, that's building you up to become all that you are called to be. God will never leave you nor forsake you. But during the process, a lot of us have left him. We get mad, we get frustrated, and we turn away. Don't turn away. Do the work. Do it now. Don't wait. Become right now. That's all. I'm done. We're gonna delete that ending.
Why? Because it was crying.
God, Lee.
That's okay.
I'm kind of tired of this crying. But I want. There's your witness right there. This is it. Okay. Your witness is right there. And what you are doing. Your witness is in what you are doing and not in what you've been saying. I can't stand people who don't practice what they preach. I can't stand it when you are saying things and you're not doing anything about it. You think that you are really being a display of God by posting scriptures? All you did was share what another million people are sharing all over the world to prove that they know a God or know of God. No, you step out and you do. And you be the example to the rest of the world that this is what it looks like to go through the process. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for joining us. I appreciate it. I'm getting off because I can't read. I don't want to read the accolades. But go through it. Go through it. Finish it out. And let's become all that we're called to be. Thank you for joining us for yet another hour of Honesty. I'm your boy, Brother Greg.
And I've officially been Chick Antoinette.
Hey, I love y'all so much. And peace. Y'all have a good weekend.
Faith or its family,
Married to jealousy.
truth or its fantasy, yeah.
We're doing everything.
Cause there's so much to talk about.